Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello, good
Hi there,
afternoon, good evening. I hope it's the same time in both countries. Hello, this is Rafa from Senuto, and
Tobias from Whitepress, and I think we have more than two countries, just two.
I hope so. I hope it's early. It's in the middle of the day for everybody. And today we would like to talk with Tobias how to X-ray your website and how to X-ray your website and how to do it without saying SEO, and this is the major competition for today. Please be focused on what we are presenting today and talk, and please count the SEO, how many times I will say SEO and Tobias, and for everybody would point in the actual number, we will give you some gifts. So this is the aim for today regarding, of course, all the meritorical. So Tobias, are you
Okay,
think it's a good challenge? What do you think about this?
sounds like good deal. Yes.
Okay, great. So I think I think we can start now. Just few words about agenda for today. At the beginning, we'll try to focus on the major stuff, how to X-ray the website using the tools that we will present you today. In the second part of our webinar, Tobias from Whitepress will present what we can do it with all this knowledge that we will grab at the beginning. Tobias, are you ready?
I am.
Okay, great.
So, Rafa, we defined quite a few questions for the webinar. So,
Oh,
let's start with the most general one. What does it mean to X-ray a website and why it's important?
oh yeah, it's very simple. You need to print your website, go to the doctor, and then put this into the X-ray, and then you will have your X-ray website. This is as simple as that. Okay, I
I
was
thought,
just
yes,
Okay, of course, I was joking. Of course, you can do it, but I think there will be no insights regarding such kind of X-ray. I think we are talking today about different X-ray, and I will show you some brief steps how to do it. I hope you also have some insights from today. Of course, probably many of the things that this X-ray will take a few hours, and of course, it can take it. But today, because this is the first such kind of webinars, and we will hope you will see you in the next few weeks in the next webinars like this. Today we will show you some major aspects of this X-ray. So please be focused, and of course, just organization staff, please ask questions during the webinar. This is we can say a very live, very this is the live, and so you can ask the questions during the webinar. So please don't hesitate to challenge us during the webinar. Okay, so
absolutely,
now
yes.
I will share my screen. Give me a minute. Okay. X-ray, not in the doctor, but for example using Senuto. Today our audience is mostly from Czech, from Slovak, and the countries that I hope that know the shop called Alza. And today we'll focus on Alza here. This is very easy how to X-ray using Senuto. You just need to put the domain to put the domain here, type and enter, and okay. So what does it mean to X-ray? Answering your question, Tobias. First of all, we see how not the Google, but the users using Google will see our website. Some few major aspects. How many keywords they're using to put they're using in the web browser and typing in the web browser to find your website. For example, for Alza, regarding top 3 position, so this top 3, so this major aspects is more about 140,000. Of course, this is a big website, e-commerce websites, I think e-commerce websites, so this could be some huge number. Another thing is, we can say the middle stage, so top 10 and top 50. You see here it's around 400,000 and 900,000, so it's quite stuff. So from this point of view, how many keywords users are using to find your website. So the magic word here, and I think the most important, is called visibility. What does it mean, the visibility? We can say this estimated traffic that you can generate from organic search, and it is put over here. It's more or less about 9 million visits regarding what Senuto is presenting. Of course, meaning the Xray you also is available. You can put it in some history data regarding top 3, top 10, and top 50, but it's more advanced, I think, and it could be using for everyday positioning. What is more important, I think, remaining Xray, and what we can do it is what kind of keywords, what people are using, to go to your websites. So using Senuto is very easy to check it. For example, here, of course, it will be not some we can say we are not opening here in America, but for example, you see the potential of these keywords and how many we are visible here. So you see here that it's not 100% potential using ALSA. It's more than 700,000, and the search volume is more than 800,000. So this is something that we can working on. Going more into the detail here, we can use this a position tab, but this is not about the tool, but about how to Xray your website. So here you see all kind of keywords that are using by our users, using to type into the browser, type into the Google, and then go to your website. Very important stuff here. We can see it's the keyword volume. So how many users types into the 1 month and how many we are responding and we are visible. Visible means traffic. So this is very important. Tobias, is this everything understandable for you right now?
Yes, as for me, but I am specialist, so it's clear for me. But let's worry more about our audience. So
I don't see any questions, so I hope that everybody's understanding, and so we can go further. We know that the websites are living in the I live in the internet. So this is not only the keywords that are right now, but we're also have some strategy, we can say. For ALSA, the strategy could be something that we are, for example, selling some products, we have some new offers and so on. So the most important things will be the increases part that we can check over here. So for example, that we have no Xbox One over here, and we see that this is the biggest increase right now for the alza.cz, and this is very important information for us, that we see that this is very good regarding our business, very good regarding our commerce, because this kind of keywords, so the top increases we see over here. Nevertheless, the decreases are something that we can check very easy to see that, okay, our business here is dropping down. Why is it doing? So here we see the keywords that, for example, we see that probably the sellings from this keyword, the products that are sold on ALSA will be down here. So for example, if I'm the producer, if I will be the producer of iPhone, okay, this is maybe my imagination, but for example, if I'm selling something on ALSA, I can check here that why my products is not so good selling on the alza.pl, because right now, from the strategy point of view and from keyword point of view, it is a little bit, it is decreasing very, very high. But back into the Xray and back into our summary regarding the keywords that we can check over here live. This is also something very important you can point over here, meaning the seasonality over our business. Yeah, because everybody knows that regarding, especially in the e-commerce, that there's a season. So not only the number of keywords, not only the visibility, not only of what kind of keywords we see that our users are typing into the browser, but also that it's very important that our business is some kind of seasonality. And here we can check for ALSA what is the season for them, but not only how they are reacting to the season, but regarding the steps that you see in the green, what is the deviation regarding our business. So this is regarding seasonality. This is a very few most important facts that we see on the first page of our Xray. Of course, every kind of this report could be extended, and we can see as I present you for a wider perspective. So this is positions. This is increases and decreases, and this is very important thing regarding keywords that we can plan our strategy, because this will be for sure in the next part of our webinar. Secondly, and I think maybe the more important, is our competition. Many from business that I'm talking without the marketers that I'm talking with that are very strictly know what kind of competitions they are. But when I'm presenting this, for example, this competition view, they are many times maybe not disappointed, but shocked that for some part of their category, some part of the product that are selling, they have totally different competition that they think that they have been. So for example, for Alza, we have very narrow, very quick, as you see, very fast data from the Senuto competition analysis. Maybe this is not open as a new America, but we see here that for Alza there is a MOL CZ, a Reka CZ, and so on and so on. And from this view, we see how much traffic those competition are grabbing Alza, and what we can do it. You see that this bozi.cz, we can say this is part of the traffic that is grabbing from Alza. We can also see here how much common keywords they have. So this is the potential that they are grabbing regarding Alza.cz. And okay, so this could be a very interesting point of view. We see all kinds of data that we need to. So visibility, so the estimated traffic, the equivalent of ad equivalent that we supposed to spend, and all data regarding top 3, top 5, and top 10 from our competition. But okay, but what kind of keywords are? What is the contents gap here? Yeah, what kind of keywords they are using to win with us? Here, it's very simple to run such competition analysis, we can say. So here, as we have it, we will put the Alza .cz, and this we can say, for example, zbozi.cz. I hope I didn't make a mistake. And then, for example, we can use the position. Yeah, so we can point the position. So for which position we would like to see this analysis? Maybe not 1 to 10 because it will be easy. Let's say we will choose this middle stage from 10 to 20, for example, and we can point this common keywords, for example. So we will know from which keywords we are competing and what kind of position they are winning. So just pointing the first keyword, say goal. Here we've got that Alza, not good bit business, 42 position. Here is the offer from here, and we see that zbozi.cz have 13 position for this keyword. The potential is very high from this perspective. So building the business from such kind of keyword, don't mentioning it's meritocratic open or not, could be a very very challenging. And you see, this is all around here, all contents gap, all keywords that we can think about regarding our strategy, how we can compare it. And this is only a first competition analysis. We can do it much more deeper, using not only common keywords, so keywords that we are using by our competition, but also keywords that are unique for our competition. So if we would like to see the new potential, maybe not all of them will be working for us, but also the keywords that are unique for them. Tobias, are you following me or you are sleeping?
No, I am. Of course, I am. It's very interesting. And we have first question from Gabor. Where does data come from? Can you answer that?
Yes, for sure. We have our own database. I hope Gabor we have our own database for sure. We have our own crawlers and data what we are gathering right now in our Senuto database. So regarding CZ and regarding Czech and Slovak, this is the answer. Gabor, this will be okay for you?
Okay, let's wait what Gabor answers.
Okay, I will go far
Sure.
further with the Xraying the alza.cz. Regarding data, thank you, Gabor, for this question. I can send you after our webinar how big is our database. We did some analysis, and I can ensure you that we have one of the biggest database right now in CE, much more bigger than our competition. So I know that Alza is very simple example, but I would like to share with you some common examples. But if you would like to go deeper into analysis, we can do it after our webinar. Please contact us, and I will present you how deep is our database. Okay, so let's say we know where we are because we see this we can say the basic analysis. Let's see, we know what kind of keywords we have some traffic from organic search. We know that the competition and what kind of competition we have right now. We can follow our increases and decreases regarding our I would like to say SEO campaigns and SEO activities. What else can we do it regarding Xraying? I think the very important here is to monitor, because this we can say live, and this data we can see it every day, and you see that the features that available here is more deeper. So please follow our webinars, because we can say extending this part. But also Xraying is not only on daily basis, but also using some monitoring. For example, when we would like to follow our agency, would like to follow our business, this is functionality called Rank Tracker. I prepared before our webinar also Alza project, because we call it Alza project, but not going into the details. We see the project was setting today morning, so we see that the increases and decreases right now is 0, because it's very fresh project. But just looking into this few data, we see that what kind of potential is here, and what are used by potential. Of course, I set the project for some example keywords that was of course managed by Senuto. It was only 100 keywords, so for sure this monitoring could be much more deeper. But for this 100 example keywords, we see that the potential is 49%. It's not meaning the data, but meaning the Xray. It's also regarding the monitoring. Here you can see this top 10 keywords that I set in the project for monitoring. These keywords were presented me by Senuto, by our tool. But you see what kind of visibility they have, what kind of position they have, what kind of potential CPC we need to spend regarding this tool. Of course, this is the great also tool, not only for following our strategy, but also our competition strategy. And when we are here, you see when we point competition here, we also can follow this. Of course, this is a very fresh data, but I think the good idea for our next webinar will be to follow this project. So I think in the next 2 weeks we will have some new webinar going deeply into the competition analysis, and we see how zboży.cz we will manage with Alza, not only regarding the position, but also we can see here the average position. We also see the used potential. Of course, this is only for example keywords. So if you are wondering what kind of keywords I used, you can write to me, and I will tell you what kind of keywords well presented here. I think that at the beginning it will be the major aspects of what we can do it. Regarding Xray, as you see, when I was clicking into our app, there was much more functionalities. But today we would like with Tobiasz would like to focus on the major stuff. So first of all, it's visibility. regarding Xray. Second is the competition and where are we regarding our competition. Oh, and I forgot it. The last but not least, regarding e-commerce, in many aspects, the ranking, the number of positions that you have in the ranking on the category of pages is very important. Alza is very wide e-shop, so they are not only have some specific products, but if you are selling some specific product, it's very important where you are regarding the category that you are in. You also can check into the Senuto, and please remember about this. Here we see that Alza have 3 categories: technology, pets, and society. And regarding our ranking stuff, we can check it very simple. Oh, sorry. One more thing. We can check it very simple when we for example, here when we point on in which category our website is, and we would like to X-ray this category. This will help us, for example, where we can do it and where are we regarding our competition. So for example, I keep a point, just an example, technology and computing. Here we've got for Czech Republic also, and when we search for this, we see which kind of where we are regarding our competition, what are the position, and of course what kind of the visibility is here regarding this ranking, and how to use this regarding our business. For sure, I can talk about this for many time. I think that this is good way, Tobias, to summarize it and to give you a chance, to use this knowledge, using especially your tools.
Yes. So, Rafa, one more question we got here on chat. How do you maximize your rankings? I think it could be either for me or for you.
Okay, I was talking.
What is the most important from your perspective? Do you want to answer it, or I should?
I was maybe now you can answer this, and I will fulfill this answer if something will be missing from my perspective, because I was talking for the last half an hour, so maybe it's time for you, Tobias.
Absolutely, get some rest, of course. What do you do to maximize your rankings? This is George asking. Well, this is a quite complex question, because there is like no one one recipe for each site. So what you want to do first is analyzing your website. You need to X-ray your website. So there is no one way for everyone. There is probably something you can always improve. Either it is content, or it is backlinking, or this is technical issues on your website. To get very high in rankings, you get to cover them all. So you need to get a lot of good sources, like backlinks to your website. You need to have very well optimized content on your website, and you need to get sure that you are working on website which has no issues, which causes like slowdowns or de-indexing from Google, or any other issues which can push you down in the rankings. So sorry that I can give you one clear answer, but this is a very complex matter.
Yeah. Just as a fulfillment, I think it could be a content on our website, on our YouTube channel, and also on the Whitepress channel that concerns this subject. I think in many times, starting from Core Web Vitals, and answering this in many different aspects here.
Yeah, I can agree with Rafael that content is getting more and more important. And Google does it because first, Google wants to deliver the most valuable content to the user. So when the user asks for something in search, Google wants to deliver the best content there's available. So I think content is what is going to be in next years more and more important for SEO. Sorry.
For sure. So Tobias, so I'm summarizing the knowledge. This only a small part of knowledge that is Senuto delivering. How can we can say monetize this knowledge using your tools?
First of all, using this data which you described, which is a lot of data, in fact. First, you have a chance to understand your visitors. So what's going on your webpage, how visitors find you, what queries they use, and so on. The second thing is that you get to know your competition, your industry. And the third thing is that you can create content strategy basing on this data. Let me switch the... Okay, so keyword research. Keyword research is very important because it gives you a chance to understand your visitors. So visitors use some specific queries when they're looking for products or information on the internet. And you should utilize this knowledge. Also, there are intentions behind these queries. So we can group them into three main groups, which is informational, navigational, and transactional. Informational intention is when the user is looking for some specific information, like how to do something or where to find something, some information. This is very general, and it doesn't really end in conversion on your website if you are running e-commerce website. Navigational query is when the user wants to navigate to some particular page. For example, they are typing Facebook or contact page of some company. They don't type it like a domain, but they are looking for it in Google. So this one is also not very interesting for acquiring new users, but new users which are looking for your brand can find you like this. And the third, I think, the most interesting for e-commerce is transactional query. So these queries suggest that a user is looking for either comparison of products or prices, or they really want to buy something, like they are typing product name buy now, for example. And when you focus on these transactional queries, there is the most. This is the most. These queries have the biggest potential to turn into conversions.
Tobias, could you give our audience some examples regarding this diversity, informational, navigational, and transactional?
Yeah, as I shortly mentioned, informational are usually questions when you are looking for something like how to tie a bow, for example. Navigational are like when you are looking for, I don't know, let's say you are looking for the company contact page, and you are typing the brand contact page. So this leads you to the particular contact page of this company. And transactional, well, they are also they are purely pointing to buying intention. So these are most interesting for us from e-commerce point of view, like Apple versus Samsung. So someone is looking for pros and cons of both phones and is ready to buy after he reads some comparison of these two phones. And what else you can do with keyword research? Keywords are not always purely keywords. They are often really full questions, like full sentences. And when voice search is going more and more popular, it's gonna be more and more often that you are looking for something, just saying it via Google search. So these questions leads us to another subject, topical authority. And the more question you are able to answer on your page, the better it is from ranking perspective. So a topical authority is a concept presented by Google. And in the simplest word, if Google perceives a website as an expert in some niche or topic, this website likely will be pushed higher in Google search result. So, for example, if you are the website describing different mobile phones, and someone is looking for Apple Samsung comparison, your site is gonna be likely higher than some very general website about technical stuff or electronics. Because you are going to be an expert in that particular niche, which is mobile phones. It works the way because Google prefers showing a user more complex sources of information. So these pages which cover the topic very complex. So this is what you can do with this data on your page, analyzing keywords mainly, but there is other side. So there are other websites, so you can analyze also your competition. So first, you should check your position, and this is what Rafał mentioned about monitoring. You should check your position versus your competition, and check what happened that your competition is higher or lower than you, and work over your strong or weak sides. Check if you rank with the pages you want to rank for a particular query, because this is very important. Sometimes we rank with some page for a query. Let's say you have e-commerce selling bikes. You expect to be high in rankings for the query mountain bikes, but you are not sure which particular page should rank in Google. Is it main page? Is it category page? Or is it product page with some particular mountain bike? You need to decide. What I do is always creating a map for the most important queries, and you need to optimize that particular page you want to rank higher in Google. Let me see into the chat, because I'm talking and I'm not digging if there are any questions. Elana is asking, yes. Yep. If multiple backlinks come from the same IP but different domain names, does Google see it as spammy backlinking? No, not at this scale. If there were like hundreds of backlinks from one IP, it could be, but not for like several. So there is not a problem.
If you remember about the scale, because if you have some bots and traffic will be huge, it could be a spammy, but of course it is regarding the scale that you mentioned.
Absolutely. So back to the comparison to competition. Compare content you deliver to what competition ranks for. This is really not a big. This is not really something really difficult. You need to deliver better content to your users than competition does, and look for content gaps. As Rafał showed us in Senuto, there is a tool for it. You can look for content gaps. That means what other write about, and you are lacking this information. This is very good method, analyzing your competition websites, gathering what they write about and you don't. And in the effect, you have a chance to cover each topic in your niche, and you have better chance to have considered an authority. There is another question.
Yeah, we have a question regarding
Which SEO agency do you recommend in Poland for an e-commerce site? I'm not sure if I want to promote any SEO agency.
Yep. This the same as we can say we are a tool using by multiple agencies. So this is the question to the agency. What can I advise is to use our another tool. It is called SEO Match, but this is something that we can when the clients can meet the agencies using our algorithms. But this is some kind of a different tool. But this could be the answer.
Yeah. So the final information from me would be create better content. It is really important because Google ranks the content. It indexes, crawls and indexes content. This is very important that your content is better than the competition. Of course, linking is also important, but content is a king, as you for sure know that statement. Rafa, anything you would like to add?
I think you fulfill this. I think this part of the competition regarding the content gaps, regarding the ranks, we fulfill it from the major perspective enough. Of course, more deep answer could be to focusing on some example, but this is as we said, there will be we can say another part of our webinar in the future when we will concentrating on more deeper analysis regarding competition and, for example, how to win these cases that that Tobias said regarding this mountain bikes, as I remember. So if you are wondering how to do it in very deep, please follow us.
Yes, you always need to start with analysis, as Rafał showed us in the beginning, and then you can, choose your way to get high in rankings. Regarding content, I can also say that we at Whitepress we covering the Czech, Slovak, Romanian, Hungarian, or many other languages in content writing. So if you need any help with that, you can contact me directly. Here is my email.
Okay.
Of course, I assume that everything on your website works fine, that the technical part. However, it's a good practice to monitor your website performance and any potential issues in Google Search Console. Because we didn't mention Google Search Console, and I think there is a possibility to integrate this with Senuto tool. Is it, Rafał?
Yes. Thank you, Tobias, to mention it. Yes, for sure. I maybe not forget about it, but I leave it to our last part. So yes, is it possible, and then to grab this data and have it into the Senuto? There is a lot of another potential regarding integration, not only with Google Search Console, but also regarding Google Analytics. And then you can have the live data regarding analytics and also with Senuto. Okay, I think we fulfilled a major task regarding Xray. So I hope we fulfill it with some basic knowledge, or maybe not only the basic knowledge, but regarding the Xray and how to discover where is this business potential. I hope you will find this find well. Please give us feedback how you find this first of our webinar as a major beginning. In the next following weeks, we'll go deeper into the competition, as we said. We will go deeper with to the analyzing and with the monitoring. And please follow our YouTube channels, and please follow our LinkedIn regarding Whitepress and then Senuto, because we will be opening some new subjects. And of course, we are waiting for your possible subjects that you would like to hear from us regarding this global international webinars. So thank you for today, Tobias. It was a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, Krzysztof, for pointing that out. That was my mistake.
You see. Great.
It's double S. Thank you very much.
Great. See you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.